And we welcome you back to Palm Beach State, where it's the nightcap between host Palm Beach State taking on Chesapeake. Palm Beach State going from right to left on your screen, dressed in the black uniforms, gold tops, green lettering, and Chesapeake in the white. Palm Beach State, nationally ranked, drive underneath, and the block early by Palm Beach State, setting the message defensively. Skipjacks and Coach Maureen Smith has got to burn a timeout immediately. So as we get re-situated, Skipjacks record of 4-4. They lost to Lakeland yesterday, 69-57, getting 13 points from Chris Auguste. Meanwhile, Palm Beach State opened with a 68-56 victory over Parkland. Taylor Blackshear with 16 points. Palm Beach State a record of 6-3. Squad of plays out of Region 8. As we look at Palm Beach State, Blackshear leads the team with 15 points. Mia Lewis with 14. Isabella Rivera with 11. For Chesapeake, Chris Auguste with 22 points. Lauren Banks with 11. Chanel White with 11 as well. And Marion Woodside knocks down 10. So the Skipjacks don't have a lot of bodies, but they play extremely hard. Worked in the corner, shot is up from the outside, and that is buried in the corner. The good stroke by Gabriela Toledo. And a travel call goes against Chesapeake. Chesapeake, a squad that plays out of the Maryland JUCO Conference, Region 20. And that is thrown as Toledo will track it down. This Palm Beach State team, they like to run up and down the floor. They'll play man defense, and they'll play anyone, anytime. Chesapeake making its second trip to the Palm Beach State Holiday Classic, and the travel call against Taylor Blackshear. Blackshear joined us for the last game in the press box, handling video duties, and then some. Now it's Chesapeake working their half court for offense. Chanel White, Gabriela Toledo on her. Good defense is Blackshear locking up Diamante Davis. Now it's the other way. Panthers shooting it right in the middle and driving down with a purpose, Mia Lewis. And it's a 5-0 Panthers lead. And good awareness by Chesapeake. By Lorden Banks. Was getting trapped and just threw it off a Panthers player to keep the possession alive. And they work it back to Banks. Banks. Opportunity. Mid-range. Off the mark. Pulled down by Isabella Rivera. And they're going to call the foul against Diamante Davis. That's her first. So keep in mind where we're located, a little higher up, so it's not the easiest to track every foul situation. Rivera, back to Toledo, back to Rivera, and they're going to call the travel against Rivera. Then Coach Maureen Smith with some words of wisdom for her post forward. And here comes Chesapeake. Almost losing it at the half court line, and they do. Driving and missing on the bunny. Now it's Lord and Banks. Then Chesapeake still looking for their first basket. Swung over. Lewis, Rivera in transition, and Rivera banks it in. And a timeout on the floor as Chesapeake doesn't like the look of this start as they try to resettle their team. Led by head coach Gwen Barnes, her assistant Alex Barnes. Now her 11th season with the program. As we look at the Skipjacks, their schedule. They open with a 110-53 loss to CCBC Essex. Lost to Montgomery College, 87-51. They beat Allegheny College of Maryland, 72-50. They beat WVU Potomac State College, 82-67. Lost to Union College out of Jersey, 108-57. Beat the College of Southern Maryland, 93-54. A victory over Delaware Technical Community College, 102-67. And yesterday's loss to Lakeland, number 6 in the country, 69-57. Putting on the floor, Lord and Banks, active hands. They swing it in transition. A little too strong, but tracked down by Chris Augusti. So as you can see, this Chesapeake team, they will not lie down. They play exceptionally hard. Referees talking some things through. It'll be Lord and Banks off the inbounds. Swings it over to Ariana Woodside. Woodside being picked up by Mia Lewis. Gets the screen. They dump it to Banks. Banks tries to slice, and Blackshear with the turnover. 3-on-2 break. Blackshear will spot and connect from the free throw line. Blackshear with a good transition read. 9-0 Palm Beach State. 3 minutes into this one. And getting trapped on that sidelines, Chanel White and Blackshear with all kinds of energy and emotion. Swung over, Woodside. And right now the Skipjacks. And we'll talk about their season numbers. And once again, it's Woodside. And a mirage of bodies making contact. Possession in favor of Palm Beach State. Mia Lewis running the point. Blackshear dumps it down to Rivera. Mia Lewis stopping, a little strong on the three. Ripped down by Chris Augusti. Team's leading scorer in yesterday's loss with 13. Rivera comes up with a steal down in the post. Lewis swings it over. A little floater, a little too strong by Sarah Gorman. Down low, transition opportunity. And they're going to call the foul on Gorman. They're going to say it was before the shot, as Banks will go to the line. Shot is up. Won't go. So it's non-shooting against Banks. And Rivera on the steal and in. 11-3. Thrown away. Toledo secures it. Gorman. They put it in the corner. Lewis, baseline. Lewis Gorman from about 10 feet out. And now it's the Skipjacks that'll methodically work the ball up the court. 11-3. Chris Augusti. Little scoop in the lane, and Chanel White drops it in. 11-2. Mia Lewis in that corner. Isabella Rivera. Rivera off the iron. Blackshear secures it. Toledo, head fake. Toledo trapped in a baseline. Knocked out of bounds. Panthers possession. Mia Lewis checking out. Lewis, good, valuable minutes for the team. Worked outside. Swung down low. And they're going to call the travel against Gorman. Here comes Chesapeake. And they're going to call a blocking foul against the Panthers. Foul will go against Milan Santos on that sidelines block. Little dump down in the post, looking for Woodside. Santos. And Santos gets hacked by Chanel White. Sure, halftime? Or timeout. Okay. Okay. Santos connects on the first free throw. And that's valuable right there. Someone comes off the bench, play good defense for you, and knock down free throws. And Woodside gets called for the travel. So right now the big thing for the Skipjacks is really to secure better possessions. Turnover heavy in this first period. Blackshear off the inbounds. Blackshear will work it to Santos. If it was a football game, that would have been a 50-yard touchdown pass, and then some. Blackshear swings it over to Rivera. Rivera, 19 on the clock. Santos, and Santos showing her range. She's got 4 points, 15-5. Banks tracks it down. Banks, good look inside. Santos is there, and they're going to call it off the Skipjacks. 15-5. Palm Beach State. Squad that plays the majority of their games against D1 opponents. Out of Region 8. Santos, Rivera. Rivera gets it out top. Toledo swings it over to Santos. Blackshear elbow. Blackshear with a good look. Taylor's got 4 points. 17-5. Chanel White. And White gets called for the travel. And that one was clear as day. Blackshear rolled over to Santos. Santos spinning out. Rivera, little turnaround. Ball is tipped. Banks down low. Fired up and gets the roll. Lorden Banks connects. 17-7. Palm Beach State ranked 12th in the nation. Toledo misses from the corner. Tracked down by Bree Williams. Santos from long range. Knocking down the triple. And Milan Santos with a great first period. She's got 7 points, 20-7. Good cut across. And the blocking foul by Toledo underneath. And Taisha Moody will shoot a pair. Team fouls, 3 apiece. Moody at the line. %60 free throw shooter. That one rolls around the rim. Happy holidays to all of you out there tuning in to watch the game. And that one slices through. 20-8. Worked in the corner. Toledo let it fly. Toledo misfires. Blackshear strong and up and in. Taylor Blackshear with a big time appetite. She's got 6 points. Woodside almost lost the handle. Chanel White. And Blackshear playing relentlessly on defense. This is fired up from long range. Tracked down by Bree Williams. Santos. Blackshear gets tied up. Good ball movement. And Rivera. And right there, that's what you call basic basketball dissection. 24-8 as the Panthers literally lulled Chesapeake to sleep, and then Rivera right there for the easy put in. 24-8. $1:32 left in the first. Swung out to the right side. Santos. Pull back out. Blackshear. 15 on the shot clock. $1:15 left in the first. Chesapeake coming out in a 2-3 zone. Bree Williams going in strong. And Williams gets an opportunity to punch her ticket in the score column. Santos getting some words of wisdom from Coach Maureen Smith on that sidelines. Young ladies had a tremendous first period with 7 points. And Williams connects on the first. Palm Beach shooting 67% from the line collectively. And Bree Williams upping that mark, knocking down both. Stolen by Blackshear. Rivera defended by Woodside. Chanel White up the court. They dump it down in the paint. Good strong move. White will let it fly from the outside. Off the iron. Battle ensues. Bree Williams pulls it down among ample bodies. Swung over. Santos, and Santos will get called for the travel. Santos wanted to make that quick first step. Got to put on the floor first. Gorman and Mia Lewis checking in. Santos and Rivera checking out. Good minutes by both. Santos with 7 points. Rivera with 6. 26-8. So glad you can join us. Day 2 of the Palm Beach State Holiday Classic. Kicked outside. And unable to handle it was Emily McDaniel. Shot clock to game clock, about a 6-second differential. 27 seconds left in period number 1. Blackshear. Gorman tracking it down. Bree Williams. And Bree Williams, good look, and buries it. 28-8. And that's thrown away. So it's the Panthers that get to play for the final shot in what has really been an amazing first period for the team. And for Chesapeake, it's really about better possessions. Williams worked outside. Shot is up, and the shot is buried by Leda Adamo. And Mia Lewis misses at the buzzer, and everything has gone well for the Panthers in this first period, leading 31-8. Santos with 7, Rivera with 6, Bree Williams with 6, Blackshear with 6, Toledo, Adamo with a couple threes, Mia Lewis with a bucket, Chanel White with a bucket, Lorden Banks with a bucket for Chesapeake. It's going to be a long uphill battle for the Skipjacks in this one. Of course, they have a limited roster, so they do the best with what they have. Not everything is always going to be great. Sometimes you have to weather the storm, and Skipjacks, definitely a learning moment. We begin the second period. 31-8. Swung over. Blackshear. Mia Lewis on the floor. Pull up. Gorman blocked underneath. Great defense by Diamante Davis. Chanel White transition. White will let it fly. White too strong off the back of the iron. Battle underneath, and Davis wins it. Another possession for the Skipjacks. Woodside, little crossover, and Woodside gets tied up. Possession in favor of the white and green. Of course, the Skipjacks led by head coach Gwen Barnes and Alex Barnes. Second year of coming to the tournament. Pass inside. Basket and one. Lorden Banks with the purpose. She's got the opportunity for the three-point play. It's not about where you start. It's about how you finish. 31-11. Mia Lewis up the floor. Dumped down. Lorden Banks. Woodside. And Woodside out of bounds on the sidelines. That sidelines could be a killer. You don't know exactly where you are. It's basically an extra defender. 31-11. 8:50 and counting here in the first half. Kick it inside. Bree Williams. And the ball, a hot potato. And the Skipjacks take possession. Lorden Banks. Dangerous pass as Woodside almost lost the handle. Trickles out of bounds. It's Mia Lewis. And the Panthers take possession on the bad pass. Blackshear. Blackshear. Oh, great pass inside. Gorman with the miss. And let me tell you something. I've called 2 games. I've called a lot of high school, college, junior college games here in the last year and a half. That is the best pass I've seen. Tremendous pass by Blackshear. The no-look Gorman underneath. You can't teach that. Only the great ones have got that in their utility belt. Dumped inside. Mia Lewis, quick first step. Gets picked up by Banks. Bree Williams. Won't go. Goes out of bounds. And another possession for the Panthers. As Coach Maureen Smith calls out our offense. Off the inbounds. Gorman gets fouled in the post. Non-shooting. Team fouls for both sides, not an issue. But Bree Williams is an issue for the Skipjacks. She's got 8 points. Steal, Blackshear. Blackshear, another great pass. Blackshear with the show-stopping moves here. The Palm Beach State Holiday Classic. Jumper from the outside. Too strong. The putback. Good, strong move by Diamante Davis. 35-13. Lewis. Rivera about to check back in. So Taylor Blackshear is known as a prolific scorer for her team, but the way she handles the basketball and the court vision, uncanny. Santos coming in, as well as Rivera as Bree Williams. And Adamano checking out. Adamo. We're going to get the proper pronunciation on that accordingly. Knocked out of bounds. 35-13. Off the inbounds. Blackshear. Chucks it deep. Toledo outworks Chanel White. Swings it to Blackshear. 10 on the shot clock. Santos, head fake. Santos, Blackshear. Good look. Doesn't get the roll. Battle underneath. Chanel White comes up with it. White. Thought about it for a split second. Strong underneath. Auguste comes up empty. Blackshear, middle of the floor. Blackshear kicks it outside. Santos blocked by Diamante Davis. Blackshear down low. And Blackshear up and in. Strong, aggressive move. She's got 8 points. Lord and Banks from the corner. Santos, right side. Swings it over. Toledo thought about it. Blackshear, head fake, and the floater off the side of the backboard. Chanel White pulls it out. They dump it to Davis in the post. Short off the front of the iron. Gorman in defense. Blackshear. He's got a lot of energy in that tank. Works it to Santos. Pull up by Santos. Good look. Rolls around the rim. Doesn't drop. Woodside, middle of the floor. Chanel White right to the right side on the wing. Diamante Davis on the left side. Blackshear in defense. The cut by White. Knocked out of bounds by Toledo. Blackshear comes out. Checking in. Number 15, Leah Jessup. Jessup putting up 3 points a game in limited minutes. Woodside to White. White, nice scooping drive. White's got 4 points. 37-15. Lord and Banks on Santos. And they're going to call the foul on Lord and Banks. But I love what the Skipjacks did there. They got to start forcing the game a little bit. Obviously, maybe a little bit outmatched with the extra bodies. As Rivera, power move to the rack. Rivera's got 8 points. White and White on the errant pass. Cannot keep it in play. And the bulk of this score right now is 39-15. It's been a bulk of bad possessions by Chesapeake, just not handling the basketball well. They haven't had a lot of opportunities to get in their offense because they've turned the ball over. They've given Palm Beach State multiple extra possessions. Toledo, Rivera, strong, and Rivera, they're going to call the offensive on Rivera. 39-15. Under 5 minutes left in this first half. Chanel White being tracked by Toledo. Diamante Davis will let it go from 3. Off the back of the iron. Skying is Jessup. Santos with the spin. Loses the handle. Lord Banks coming back the other way to defend. Our friend Kiana Portier. It'll be a 2-shot opportunity when we come back. So I'd like to apologize to all the Lita Adamo fans out there. I've got multiple texts from across the universe, and proper pronunciation is Adamo. So going forward, I will be better. 39-15. Panthers leading Chesapeake. Panthers ranked 12th in the nation. Record of 5-3. And Banks knocks down the first. She's got 6 points. Great work by Banks. 39-17. Panthers with a record of 6-3. Of course, coming off yesterday's win as Jessup strong inside. So you can really tell with this Palm Beach State team, they can beat you so many ways. They can beat you in the post, Woodside from the outside. Rivero outworked by Banks. Lord Banks. Taisha Moody back to Banks. Swung over. Diamante Davis. And Davis a little too strong underneath. And they're going to say it's Chesapeake ball with 7 seconds on the clock. 3:56 left in the first half. So glad you can join us from the Palm Beach State Holiday Classic. Day 2. Thrown out. Chanel White with Toledo in defense. And they call the carry on Chanel White. And that's a tough call for Chanel White and Chesapeake. A good drive and just one too many turns of the handle. Toledo swings it over to Rivera. Rivera dumps it down. Jessup follows. Jessup blocked. Woodside outlet. Banks. Toledo giving chase. And they're going to call the travel against Banks. And that was all possible by the hustle by Gabrielle Toledo. She doesn't get back, it's a layup. And to be a force in the playoffs in Division Two on the national circuit, you need every ounce of energy, effort, and hustle. Toledo, left side of the wing. Swings it over to Rivera. Rivera, they go down low. And Kiana Portier will get her opportunity from the free throw line. Portier coming in has only shot a couple free throws. She's missed both. Good opportunity right here on the home court. Checking back in, Chris Augusti, who's been held in check yesterday, I should say, leading the team with 13 points in the loss to Lakeland. Portier misses on the first. And misses both. 41-17. We play out the final 3 minutes. Skipjacks with a long uphill battle. Down 24. Woodside from three. Woodside off the side of the iron. Rivera gets trapped in the backcourt. Knocked off the Chesapeake squad. Coach Maureen Smith telling Rivera to keep that ball high. Keep it low. You give every player an opportunity to knock it away. Toledo. Gorman. Jessup inside. And Jessup missed that bunny underneath. Toledo on that wing. Works it to the middle floor. Rivera gets it back to Mia Lewis. Mia Lewis, quick first step. Slicing, and Mia Lewis, she misses at the rim after a good drive. Mia Lewis almost comes over the steal in the backcourt. Lord and Banks, left side. Banks swings it. Chanel White, head fake. And Banks working hard, giving the Skipjacks another possession. Off the inbounds. Swung out. Shot is up. Off the mark by Chanel White. 41-17. Game 3 of the Palm Beach State Classic. Day 2. Game 1, Parkland knocked off Florida State Community College. Game 2, number 6, Lakeland knocked off number 16, North Central Missouri. Now it's number 12, Palm Beach, taking on Chesapeake. Jessup gets doubled on the baseline. Good defense as they work it out. White, Lewis coming back in defense. White misses. And Rivera with the hustle. And it's the Panthers with the possession with a $1:26 left. This is a Panthers team that puts up 64 points a game. They're well on their way to that here today. Toledo will let it fly. Toledo off the front of the iron. Swung out to Woodside. Minute left in the first half. Good look. And knocking down the three is Taisha Moody. Moody cans the three. 41-20. Under a minute left. As Lewis surveys the floor from the top of the key. Banks out front. And then we're going to call the foul away from the ball on Woodside. So that puts the Panthers in the bonus. Chesapeake with now 5 fouls. Toledo misses on the first. 75% free throw shooter. And Lewis squeezes out the second. Time winding down. Good move. Dumping it down low. Diamante Davis, that is, and knocked out in the corner on the excellent hustle by Taisha Moody. Got a piece off Taylor Blackshear. 34.6 seconds left in this half. Dumped outside. Knocked away by Chanel White. 33.6 seconds set. Actually knocked out of bounds by Toledo. The misfire. They were looking for Auguste down in the post. 25 and change left. Coming out defensively. Emily McDaniel on Blackshear. Panthers playing for the final shot in this period. Blackshear swings it over to Mia Lewis. 8 on the clock. Blackshear works it out. Point blank, and Gorman with the finish. And great execution. And it doesn't get any better than that for the Panthers, leading 44-20. And I'm sure Coach Maureen Smith is going to have some words for her team. In that second period, they only outscored the Skipjacks 13-12 after a really good, strong first period. So we'll take a short timeout. More to come from Palm Beach State, day 2 of the Panthers Holiday Classic. We are closing in on the second half between number 12, Palm Beach State, and Chesapeake. Panthers with a 44-20 lead. Look at the scoring leaders. Isabella Rivera and Taylor Blackshear have got 8 apiece. And Milan Santos also coming up big with 7 points. Bree Williams also with 8 points. And once again, this is a Panthers team that puts up 64 points a game and got a good chance to beat that in the first half, or I should say for the whole game. On the other side for Chesapeake, Diamante Davis with 5 points. Banks, the team high 7, and Chanel White with 4 points. 44-20 was the halftime score. Panthers going from left to right on your screen. Black uniforms, gold tops. Chesapeake, white uniforms. Lewis among the trees. Won't go. Blackshear on the putback. Little floater. Falls short. Tracked down by Augusti. Banks shoots it over to Woodside. Woodside thought about it for a split second. Picked up by Toledo. Chanel White with the head fake. Gives up the dribble. Worked out to Augusti. Augusti scored 13 points in yesterday's loss to Lakeland. Shot clock winding down. Taken away. Mia Lewis had it for a split second and lost her balance. Chanel White dumps it down. The move and by Chris Augusti. Comes up empty as Mia Lewis has got a shoestring issue. And Mia Lewis works that out like a champ. Because not only does Palm Beach State, where you can get great academics, great athletics, there's also a great shoe tying course on campus, I heard as well, which is tremendous. It's a highly sought after class, so early enrollment is highly recommended. Santos from the outside. Misses off the side of the iron. Rivera up and strong. Isabella Rivera, she's got 10 points. She's feeling merry this holiday season. White, too strong off the glass. Blackshear loses it. Diamante Davis. And looking for Augusti inside. Too strong. 46-20. Of course, we got more holiday hoops tomorrow as we kind of peruse the schedule. Chesapeake and Parkland will start it at 1. Lakeland and Florida State Community College at 3. And Palm Beach and North Central Missouri. The late tip at 5. So if you'd like to come down to the arena, $5. And if you're a student, look, you got no excuses. You got nothing to do right now. All you're doing is at home, you're checking your phone for text messages, and you're playing on Xbox. So come on out and support your local Panthers. A little scoop drive by Diamante Davis. She's got 7 points. Rivera dumps it inside. Gorman skies that one off the glass. Rolls off the rim. Blackshear playing the role of wide receiver, and she's out on the sidelines. Blackshear with the great hands, looking like receiver Jamar Chase of the Bengals on that one. Jamar Chase, obviously the best receiver in football right now. Woodside up top. Gets doubled. And Blackshear will take it away after the pass in the post gets lost to Augusti. Blackshear kicks it out. Great read by Blackshear, and Santos continues her strong game. 9 points, and Blackshear with a good feed. The other way. Rolls around. Auguste can't connect. Santos up the floor in transition. Santos kicks it out to Rivera. Rivera goes strong. Rivera, just good body positioning. She's got 12 points. Never lost her balance and had a good square look, chest to glass to rim on the finish. Chanel White, little bank off the glass. White's got 6 points. 50 to 24. Squads starting to trade baskets here. Toledo works it over to Blackshear. Blackshear splitting Gorman inside off the great feed. And Blackshear, as we look here at her assist numbers, she averages 4 a game, but you got to wonder, like, if everyone was on point with Blackshear, what the numbers would look like. Because she's got radar detection focus on passing. She's just tremendous. Auguste. No, Auguste gets it to drop. On the sweet roll around the rim. 50 to 26. Squads trading baskets. Chesapeake playing for some pride in this one after getting outscored 31 to 8 in the first. Leah Jessup. Great hustle. And Diamante Davis and Chris Auguste tying up Leah Jessup on the drive. And right now, if you're Chesapeake, all you want is to see a great effort in this second half. That's off the mark. Lord Banks works it out to Chanel White. Chanel, a couple dribbles. Rivera out in the post. They work it down to Auguste and Auguste. And Gorman laying a message down low, saying it's not going to be easy. Auguste going to the line. .57% free throw shooter. And that is too strong. Gwen Barnes, all she wants to see from her team in this second half is just strong effort. That one kicks off the back as Diamante Davis crashes in the court. Leah Jessup about to get double teamed, pulls it back out, swings it over to Blackshear. Blackshear, Rivera down in the post. Rivera kicks it back out to Jessup. Jessup, drive, baseline, inside, and Gorman. Point blank bunny. Jessup loses the handle. Mad scramble, Diamante Davis. And they're going to call the loose ball foul on Blackshear. And that's one of those possessions right there for Palm Beach State, for Coach Maureen Smith, that no question is going to be maddening to her. Because why? The pass was there, and the finish has to be made. And a game like this, the outcome is inevitable. But when there's games, when the opponents and the lights get bigger and better, those are plays that have to be made. And that's where her frustrations might lie. 5:05 left in the third. So glad you can join us right here on the Panthers YouTube channel. Woodside tries to throw it off Bree Williams instead. Ticks off her, and Panthers with the possession. Once again, tomorrow's action, plenty, oh plenty. Chesapeake takes on Parkland at 1. Lakeland and Florida State Community College go at 3, and Palm Beach State and North Central Missouri at 5 p.m. Lakeland ranked number 6, Palm Beach 12, North Central Missouri 16. So 3 of the top 20 at this location. And for North Central Missouri, opportunity for them, as well as the Skipjacks. Skipjacks they play out of the Region 12, which is in the Maryland area. And I've never been a weather forecaster in my life, but last I checked this time of year in Maryland, it's cold. So for them, it's an opportunity to play some high quality basketball and soak in a little sunshine and good weather. All about building the program and getting better. Coach Gwen Barnes told me her commitment to these young ladies that come to campus, academics, teamwork, learning mental toughness, and building tremendous values that will make them successful, not just in basketball, but the game of life. And you can't ask for anything more than that if you're parents looking to send your daughter to a location in that area. Gabrielle Toledo swings out to Mia Lewis. Lewis. Toledo, good head fake. Swings it to Lewis. Lewis loses the handle. Lord Banks. Banks transition. Isabella Rivera gets back. Love to see that from the big post. Fires from the outside. Going up, won't go. Mia Lewis getting tangled underneath. Coming up with it is Gorman. Bree Williams, 3-on-2. Rivera, no, she's not going to miss. And for Maureen Smith, it's got to be a tremendous thing. You've got Blackshear, who can create her own shot. That's fired up from long range by Taisha Moody. Moody now with 10 points. Getting back to the Panthers, it's got to be incredibly a tremendous feather in the hat of Maureen Smith when she's got a player like Blackshear who can create her own shot and is such a tremendous distributor. And Rivera, even though she missed that basket down low, is pretty much point blank when you get her in that position when she's facing the basket. Rivera putting up 11 points. With 8 rebounds a game. So almost a double-double right there. And Lord Banks knocks down the first. Banks now with 8. Playing hard, as all the skipjacks are doing right now. Mia Lewis getting the Panthers in their half-court offense. Coach Maureen Smith begging for her team to cut and move. Down low. Missed underneath. But going to the line with an opportunity is Kiana Poitier. Poitier missed her first 2 free throws in the second period. And gets the sweet roll for her first point of the game. Good energy here in West Palm Beach. And once again, Kiana Poitier gets the nice soft roll off the rim. And right there, you can see where Bree Williams picks up the foul. But you kind of love that energy right there by Bree Williams. Body to body, not making it easy as Chesapeake's in the bonus. Banks adding to her totals. Now with 9 points. And connects on both. So if you take out that first ugly first period where Chesapeake was its own worst enemy, you know, you have a pretty much fairly reasonable contest. Score would be tied at 23, essentially. And bodies colliding as Toledo hits the deck. Coach Smith calling the play from the sidelines. 20 on the shot clock. It's worked over to Mia Lewis. Panthers coming out in a 2-3 zone. And that's going to be ticky-tack foul on the reach-in by Rivera. Gusty will shoot a pair. So if you're Coach Gwen Barnes and everything, you kind of reflect on this, and of course tonight, after taking some time, they'll look at the tape and they'll be like, you throughout that first period, we played this team dead even. Just came down to handling the basketball better. I don't have the turnover numbers, but that first period, it was brutal for the Skipjacks. Toledo. They dump it down in the post. Rivera kicks it out. Toledo swung out. Bree Williams, head fake. They look for Portier inside. Taken away by Banks. Up the floor with a purpose. Too strong off the rim. Woodside is there. Woodside misses on the follow-up, but she'll shoot a pair. 54-32. 2:22 left in the third. Woodside knocks that down. Her first points in this one. So a timeout on the floor. 54-34. They'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Time winding down the third. Closing in on 2 minutes left. Rivera, high post. Kick ball by Banks. Bree Williams, who's played very well. 8 points. We'll fire it over. Mia Lewis swings it to Adamo. Bree Williams, left side. Adamo gets it back. Adamo tries to work it inside to Portier. Portier with the strong hands. And it's a foul against Chesapeake. Swung in a corner. Mia Lewis, little floater, and Lewis connects. Good out of bounds play. Good recognition off the inbounds by the Panthers. Woodside up that left side. Williams, great defense. Nothing comes easy. And that's one of those things right there. Look, in a game like this, they might call that pretty tight. In a national game, when the game's on the line, I don't know if they're going to make that call. Because what you're seeing right there from Bree Williams, she glazed her body, essentially. Wasn't a big push, but needs to say Woodside with an opportunity to capitalize. So Bree Williams not only just showing you the tenacity offensively, but showing her eagerness defensively to lock people up. Woodside connects on 1 and 2. Buck 30 left in the third. Knocked out of bounds by Banks. 19 on the shot clock. Poitier getting extended minutes after doing camera work early on, and she was tremendous. You can see Poitier's video work on the History Channel, as well as documentaries on Netflix and National Geographic. Of course, I'm just having a little fun. 56-35. Young lady earning her minutes for the Panthers. 56-35. Woodside swings it over Banks. Rivera out on the perimeter. High arcing shot by Augusti. And Augusti will go line. So, once again, you throw out an ugly first period. These teams have played equal. So, for Coach Gwen Barnes, it's essentially about really coming out with focus. Misses both. Mia Lewis. Middle lane. Swings it over. Down in the blocks. Swung back over. Left side. Mia Lewis. Pull-up jumper. Lewis off the side of the iron. And how about Miss Poitier? Kiana, the pride of Palm Beach Gardens High School. Up and strong. Has a shot at the three-point play. She's got opportunity for her fifth point. And Poitier knocks that down beautifully. 5 points, and that's just an added chip right there for Coach Maureen Smith. Develop another post player to come off the bench and provide confidence. And Banks loses the dribble. 47.9 seconds. Shot clock differential, 17 seconds. Toledo swings in the corner. They dump it down. Bree Williams met with a double team immediately. The offensive play is called in from the sidelines. Rivera. Shot is up from long range. That's just too long. Banks swings it over on the good pass, and Augusti can't finish. Bree Williams to Mia Lewis. And the Panthers will play for the final shot as Banks goes out and pressures the ball. Toledo. Bad pass by Adamo. So the Skipjacks will play for the final shot here with 8.5 seconds left here in the third. Woodside lets it go. Woodside misses. 3.4 seconds left. (59-35). Blackshear. Time winding down. Blackshear. Pull up. Bank off the glass, doesn't go. So after three, 59-35. So we talk about that first period. You throw that one out. Second period, the Panthers only outscored the Skipjacks 13-12. And in that fourth, it was even at 15-15. Took a short time out. Fourth period to come from day 2 of the Panthers Holiday Classic. Fourth and final period of the day from Palm Beach State. 2 games in the books. Parkland and Lakeland winning their respective matchups, and now the Panthers 10 minutes away from picking up the victory, their 7th win of the season. And getting an opportunity as Blackshear checks out is Surrey Thomas. Woodside. Chanel White, couple of good moves. Good defense by Toledo. Reading it well. White. And they're going to call the foul on Toledo. So we talk about Surrey Thomas coming in. Thomas, limited minutes. Only 25 on the year, but a good chance to get some quality minutes in this last period here. Because ultimately, you can look good in practice. It's game speed that counts. The game is where it really matters. 59-35. Toledo. Bree Williams outside. Picked up by Diamante Davis. Down low in the post. Rivera swings it. Adamo, backdoor cut. Great defense, or great offensive execution, I should say. Adamo, her second bucket. She's got 5. Toledo. Gorman coming back in as Toledo will take a rest. Banks. Driving, and Banks off the glass. Lord and Banks now with 12 points. Worked in the post. Kicked out. Adamo. Thomas. Bree Williams lets it fly from 3. Off the mark. They don't call the travel, but it's a turnover by Banks. Inside cut. Thomas. Thomas loses the handle. Woodside. Transition. Woodside fires it up, and Woodside will go to the line. And now the fans are getting a little ornery with the refs, feeling that some of the calls are a little on the soft side. We kind of talked about it. Bree Williams has gotten back in transition, has bodied side to side, that time in front of the driver, and cannot put it through. Woodside misses her first. Woodside now with 4 points. Thomas swings it over to Bree Williams. Guarded by Banks. Williams, pull up. Soft touch by Bree Williams. She's got 10. And displayed spectacular defense as well. Swung over. And Gorman will pick up the foul. Auguste, strong move in the post. 63-38. The Panthers season high in points. 97 in a win over Daytona State. Gusty makes 1 and 2. Swung outside. Thomas, Bree Williams. Adamo, good head fake. Thomas puts it on the floor. Swings it back to Adamo. 12 on the clock. Taken away. Chanel White. White driving. Loose change. Thomas transition. Thomas. And Thomas right down the I-75. And Woodside will pick up the foul. Thomas going to the line. Once again, limited opportunities. Her first free throw attempt right here. For Thomas, you know nerves are high. First time in this position. But comes right back and knocks it. 64-39. Panthers fans want some defense. Thomas with the steal. Chanel White getting back. Thomas misses off the side of the iron. Woodside. Transition. 2-on-1. And knocked from behind. Thomas. Can't say enough about that hustle right there. Those are things in the box score you just don't see. Woodside. Swings it out. Taisha Moody. Chanel White with Adamo on her. Woodside and Thomas locked up. Swung in the middle. The pass for Lorden Banks, and that's a tie-up in favor of the home team. 64-39. So if you're not Christmas shopping tomorrow or looking for your next big screen TV, make it down here. $5 entrance fee to watch some quality college hoops. And for you students, as Bree Williams goes with a purpose. Bree Williams now with 12 points. And Auguste inside the paint. 66-41. Siri Thomas. Bree Williams almost has it knocked away by Lorden Banks. Winding down to 6 minutes left in this one. Rivera, and Rivera showing the touch. Game high 16 points for Rivera. Swung outside. Pulled back out, dropped down. Little floater, won't fall in for Auguste. Thomas. Swung over to Bree Williams, head fake. Williams, and one. Bree Williams now with 14 points. She has played strong. The misfire on the three-point play. Moody getting locked up against Bree Williams. Lorden Banks. And they're going to call the foul against Rivera. So when we look at the bulk of this team, Gabriela Toledo, a sophomore. Milan Santos, a sophomore. Letty Adamo, a sophomore. Surrey is a freshman. Taylor Blackshear, a sophomore. Leah Jessup, sophomore. Mia Lewis, a freshman. Bree Williams, a sophomore. Sarah Gorman, a sophomore. Isabella Rivera, a sophomore. And Kiana Portier is a freshman. Turnover by the Skipjacks. Bree Williams, who's showing a little bit in the tool set and then some. Driving down. And Bree Williams has done just about everything in this game. Now she goes to the free throw line. She's hit a couple on the day. And that one's off the mark. Williams now with 15 points. Woodside from long range. Shot missed underneath. They go inside. Banked in by Auguste. Auguste now with 8 points. As we look at this roster for the Skipjacks, Leandra Nichols is a sophomore. Taisha Moody, freshman. Diamante Davis is sophomore. Chris Auguste is sophomore. Lauren Banks, a freshman. Maya Hawkins Bailey, a sophomore. Ariana Woodside, Chanel White, and Emily McDaniel, all freshmen. Timeout on the floor, 4:38. We'll take a timeout as well. Rivera connects on the first, filling up the box score now with 17 points. And that is off the mark. Winding down to the 4-minute mark. Right side, shot is up. Off the side of the iron. Rivera pulls it down. Rivera and Bree Williams have had tremendous days. And Blackshear has provided quality minutes as a distributor. Rivera misses from the elbow. And underneath, Kiana Portier. Portier. She's got 7 points. Chanel White. As we wind down, under 4 minutes left. Bree Williams. Bree Williams just outworking. And Portier going up and in. Portier with 9 points. All hustle right there from the freshman from Beach Gardens High School. Make that Palm Beach Gardens High School. In the lane. Auguste. Now with 10 points. 76-47. So if you take that first period out, it'd be 46-39 right now. Worked outside. Williams. Inside cut. Thomas. Good recognition underneath. Good passing by the Panthers. That great extra pass. Thomas knocks down the first. Thomas, limited minutes. Freshman guard from Queens, New York. Spoto High School. Wow, she came a long way to play college basketball. A good opportunity to learn from a great college coach in Maureen Smith. Swung over. Chanel White. White, left side, fires it up. White knocks down the jumper. She's got 8 points. 2:30 left. Williams, right side, Adamo. Poitier. And Poitier just feeling it right now. She's got 11 points. Woodside. White will let it rip. Off the side of the iron. 2 minutes left. Up top to Bree Williams, who works into Thomas. Thomas, quick first step. Thomas. All she had to do there was finish it. And you can see why Thomas has got tremendous potential. Very fast, good handles. And she'll get her opportunity. Poitier, 2 of 4 from the line tonight. That rolls in and out. Of course, more hoops tomorrow. Right here from Palm Beach State. Vince should be back potentially tomorrow. Poitier misses both. Thomas tracks it down. Williams scooping and delivering. She's got 15 points. Rivera with 16. $1:30 left. Action starts at 1 o'clock with Chesapeake taking on Parkland, Lakeland, Florida State Community College, and Palm Beach and North Central Missouri. Woodside. And Woodside trying to leave a positive memory for our game today. As we wind down, Panthers by 30. $1:20 left. Thomas swung over. Bree Williams, right side. Thomas. Williams down to the blocks. The pass thrown away by Leah Jessup. 1 minute remaining. come day 2 of the Palm Beach State Holiday Classic. Lord and Banks thought about it. Backdoor cut. And a good one by Taisha Moody. Moody with 3. So once again, the Skipjacks team was all about that first period. Not taking care of the basketball. Really plagued them in that first. Adamo thought about it. Adamo will fire. Adamo misses. Portier. Jessup. Jessup. Portier tried to go back up. Knocked away by the Skipjacks. Chanel White. Right side of the wing. Now in the center. 20 seconds left. White. And White will shoot a pair. And say what you want, but the Skipjacks have played hard very, very well to the very end. There is no quit in their game. And that's all you can ask. They were down big, 31-8 after one. And have played Palm Beach pretty even the rest of the way. White now with 9 points. We also want to give a special shout out to Cassandra Latour, who suffered an ACL and MCL tear. She's working so hard to get back. She's on camera duty, sitting right next to me, and young lady with tremendous smile, tremendous enthusiasm, and can't wait to see her get healthy and opportunity just to play basketball, and not for just Coach Smith, but just to change her fortunes after suffering such a devastating injury. Shot from the outside won't go. Thomas. And that'll do it. 81-55. Palm Beach gets the victory. Palm Beach, 16 by Isabella Rivera. Bree Williams with 15. Taylor Blackshear with 8. Milan Santos with 9. Kiana Portier with 12. On the other side, for Chesapeake, Auguste with 10. White with 9.